Good morning, Farouk here from Disqualified Dads. Now, just to touch on a little subject, I'm working with a client basically based in Chingford. Now, this client informed me about his situation, talking about it, and he said there's a couple of things he found surprising from a community perspective. He goes, his missus had two sisters. Both sisters had obviously husbands. He goes, I got along with them. I thought I did anyway. We used to talk. One of the brother-in-laws, he goes, he lived in Bolton. Very well-to-do family, community man, X, Y, and Z. He used to bitch about his wife and father-in-law to him. He goes, I used to listen, thinking we're both on a level. Maybe we've got similar sort of problems with this family. The other brother-in-law lives in Hillingdon. That brother-in-law categorically informed my client that his father-in-law, their father-in-law, lent him money, and once he took that money, he controlled him and bullied him for years. He goes, you were smart not to take that money to my client because he would have bullied you and all. Now, since my client ended his relationship with his ex, you know, shit happens, it's life, not the first, not the last, expected. He thought these two guys would have sent him a message saying, sorry to hear about what's happened, hopefully all works out, bloody blah, condolences, whatever, we'll pray for you, anything like that, a bit of courtesy. One makes that in Bolton, he's a community man, he's part of the whole community, Hamad, Samaj, X, Y, and Z, full of shit, not one message. The other one in Hillingdon, again, what a low life. He had a relationship with someone, not one message, yeah? And now my client had no contact with his children in over 10 months, and as far as my client told my client, they're all in on it. These weasels were only talking to you because you were married to their wife's flipping sister. Beyond that, they have no common sense of their own. They've had to choose a side. They've had to toe the party line. They've had to do what their wives tell them. And it's simple as absolute weasels. And that's the sort of weasels and rats you have in the community. Do not assume they are your friends. Do not assume your wife's sisters, husbands are genuine with you. They are playing a game. They were always playing a game. They were gauging you. And my client also categorically said both of these men did tell him one thing though, after they were, years into his marriage, these guys did tell him that your missus is a bit simple. Now, what does that mean? What, she got a personality disorder? She's a bit simple, but she's not a bad person, so you should just carry on. You should carry on because she's simple. So these guys categorically, indirectly told him, and this is the indirect cold language I'm talking about. What they're saying is she's got a personality disorder, but she's not a bad person, but she's now your problem. Stick around your head and walk around with it for the rest of your life. And yes, we knew, but we just played along because they're all playing a game. Watch out for that one.